Hello friends, welcome to my channel My Inspiring Thoughts by Upadriti. Today, walk along my temple journey to the state of Goa. Did you know that Goa used to be a union territory which became a full-fledged state in the year 1987? From the Dabolim airport, I headed straight to the famous Mangesh temple which is an hour away. As I reached the site, I could see the magnificent architecture consisting of several domes and arches. The beautiful seven-story Deepastamba immediately catches the eye. The temple was last renovated in 1973 when a golden kalash was fitted atop the tallest dome of the temple. I walked into the spacious Sabhagraha, which then leads into the Garbhagraha, where the image of Lord Mangesh, an incarnation of Lord Shiva, is consecrated. The temple complex also has shrines of Goddess Parvati and Lord Ganesha. A popular legend about the temple says that Lord Shiva once lost everything in a game of dice with his wife Parvati. He then decided to go into self-imposed exile and arrived in Goa. Goddess Parvati then came looking for him in the jungles of Goa. As a prank, Lord Shiva disguised himself as a tiger and pretended to attack her. In sheer fright, Goddess Parvati cried out for help, Trahi Mam Girisha, which translates to, O Lord of Mountains, save me. Lord Shiva immediately turned himself back into his normal form, and the two were united again. The words Mam Girisha became associated with Lord Shiva and in the course of time became shortened to Mangirisha or Mangesh, by which name he is known today. Did you know that the famous musical family of the Mangeshkars were originally Hardikars? Dinanath changed it to Mangeshkar in order to identify his family with his native town Mangeshi. It is believed that the temples of Shree Mangesh, Shree Shantadurga and Navadurga are the three revered patron deities in Goa. Most pilgrims visit this trio, and I was no different. From Mangeshi, I went straight to Shree Shantadurga temple at Kavalam, which was about 20 minutes away. As I approached this temple, the Deepastamba instantly reminded me of the one I had seen in the Mangeshi temple just a short while ago. As I reached the Sanctum Sanctorum, I saw the impressive idol of Goddess Durga flanked by the small idols of Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva on either side. I stood in respectful silence, offering my prayers to the divine goddess. A popular belief is that at one time there was a fierce war between Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu, due to which the entire world was distressed. Then Lord Brahma requested Goddess Durga to intervene and stop the war. She immediately intervened and held Lord Shiva by one hand and Lord Vishnu by the other hand and stopped the war and brought peace to the world. Hence, Goddess is known as Shree Shantadurga. Finally, I headed to the third temple of the trio, Navadurga temple at Madakai, about half an hour away. As I entered this magnificent temple, I could not help noticing the architectural beauty. The presiding deity worshipped here is a fierce form of Goddess Durga, known as Mahishasuramardini. The stone idol of the goddess placed on a raised platform in the Garbhagraha of the temple. The 4 feet tall idol is in standing position. Did you know A unique feature of this temple is that the neck of the goddess Navadurga is slightly bent to the left. A popular legend says that once a wealthy Saraswat merchant placed an expensive flower for the goddess. Then she tilted her head, acknowledging the merchant's devotion. Hence, till date, the idol is seen with a tilted neck. After a peaceful darshan, I exited out and left for Panaji. Did you know that Goa was a Portuguese colony for a long time? As a result, there are a number of churches all over the state. In Panaji, I decided to visit the iconic Our Lady of Immaculate Conception Church. This colonial Portuguese Baroque style church was first built in 1541 as a chapel on a hillside and was eventually replaced by a larger church in the 1600s. On reaching this magnificent church, I could immediately see the exterior facade of the church painted in bright white, signifying the Immaculate Virgin Mary. The imposing facade is distinctive with its two towers and centrally placed taller belfry, which houses the bell from the Augustinian monastery. It can be seen from a great distance and is often known as the Crown of Panaji. A distinctive feature of this church is the laterite stone walkway with zigzag stairs and lines of thin and tall palm trees on the sides. Once I entered the church, I admired the elegant interiors and proceeded to the main altar dedicated to Mother Mary. There are two other decorated altars on either side, flanked by marble statues of Saint Peter and Saint Paul. As I sat in front of the altar, there was a sense of all-encompassing calmness in the air. After all the spiritual interlude, as always, I decided to shop to my heart's content. Did you know that Kunbi is a traditional sari of Goa which got its name from the Kunbi tribe? The distinctive feature of this cotton sari is that it is hand-woven by the tribe and usually has a red base color with a check pattern on it. I picked up a couple of saris and also some traditional handicraft giveaways. And I did not miss buying the famous Goan cashews as well. With a deep sense of satisfaction, I was in the mood to enjoy some of the local cuisine. I enjoyed the food of a variety of authentic dishes like the gocha serve or pulpy mango curry, Goan drumstick curry, and chickpeas and cucumber curry. After a sumptuous meal, visiting Goa was indeed a delightful experience. Hope you enjoyed the spiritual experience of the temples of Goa. Namashkar till we meet again in our next temple journey.